Welcome to the Casino Insiders. I'm your host, Deacon Kane. Last week we touched upon a little bit of the national championship game between Michigan and Washington. Well, I bet you guys didn't know this, that 68% of the betting was done on the over and under, and 80% of that was done on the over. I know, kind of a funny little fun fact, huh? And then this one is kind of all over the place, but whoa, hello there. But between the betting on the money line between Michigan and Washington, allegedly 76%, that's an average because it was all over the place, like I said, was between, let me rephrase that, 76%. Say that 76% times thousand billion trillion times. And let me see if I can mess that up again. This will definitely be on the blooper reel that will be happening just right now because I'm just going to keep it on here because I'm bloopering to bloopers so I can blooper some more bloopers. Okay. Take 8,972. Here we go again. Let me see if I can whistle some more. Okay. So the average bets on the money line, because there were so many various different ones, was about 76%. Okay, we all got that. Now, allegedly, with that being said, most of them were on Michigan. Now, I know that sounds kind of funny. I know, go figure. But Michigan was at that point in time that this was all coming out, was at a negative 215. So that means that Washington was, if I remember correctly, the last one that I saw was a positive 155. Now, I did see a bet out there that somebody had bet $200,000 at a minus 195 on Michigan, and they ended up winning only like $105,000. Now that's some craziness right there. You bet 200,000 just to win 100,000? I mean, yeah, you still won 100,000, fantastic. But wow, I would almost take that chance. I don't know. But anyway, now let's go back to where what I was really trying to get at was with the over under, most of the betting, the 68% of the betting being on the over under and 80% of the people betting on the over, it ended up coming in as an under because there was 45 points total scored. So therefore that means that the casinos made out. And when I mean they made out huge. But when don't casinos make out huge? It's very rare that they don't. So kind of a little interesting perspective that I totally could not spit out and came out completely horrible, but hopefully you guys get the gist of it and we can go from there because I'm moving on. Time to move on. Moving on. Yes, I definitely am. Moving on. Okay, there we go. I also brought up my Reno trip, and I kind of had a few epiphanies, like 8,922. Not 23, but 22. And one of the big epiphanies that I had was I was playing Pai Gow, and it was at the El Dorado, and I was up. And I mean, I was doing pretty darn good, right? And I had just won like a $4,000 ace high, ace high, the dealer, and I was pretty pumped because I had a pretty good sized bet. We won't say how much, but it was like 40 to 1 odds, so I was pretty pumped, really pumped, we'll just say that. And the funny thing in regards to that was I was not happy. And since I wasn't happy, it seemed like I wanted more. And if you guys remember way, 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 way back when, probably about 8 or 9, 10 episodes ago, we talked about the frenzy. And I was in it. I was really in it because no dollar amount was gonna allow me to be happy, I felt like, at that point in time. So I was up, I don't know, we'll say 5 grand, somewhere crazy like that. And with me being up that much money, you would have thought that I would have just walked away, especially after this. You ready? They changed dealers. And the first hand that this dealer bets, there's three of us playing, okay? Everybody at the table gets a straight and a decent kicker, obviously, but the dealer beats all of us. All of us, mind you, by one card. Now, is that a fluke? Is that craziness? Is that, I don't know, but beats us all. Now, I'm sitting here and I look at this. Now, a normal human being would get up and be like, stick a fork in me. I'm done, right? Well, being in this frenzy, what do? I'm a dumbass. Yep, I'll admit it, I'm a dumbass. I'm like, yeah, I'm not happy with being up however much I was at that point in time. I'm like, I'm gonna stay because I can beat this dealer. Well, I proceeded to lose my arse. Yep, in other words, I got my dick handed to me. Oh, yeah, so was I happy? No, not at all. Was I happy that I was winning? Obviously not, because it wasn't enough. So this brings up a great point and a great topic that we're always like to bring up and is always near and dear to our hearts. You know, if you do have a gambling problem, please get help. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. There's always somebody there to help you out, talk to you, do what they can to make sure that you do not mess things up even further more than you already had. Fortunately, I was able to play out in the casino's money, so I did not have to, you know, delve into other things. But I can see where the frenzy comes in because enough isn't enough at times. And you always want more. If I would have won 8,000, that wouldn't have been enough. If I would have won 20,000, that would not have been enough. And I can see where that comes in and where that hits and why that happens and how that happens. I have never had that happen before, so that was kind of interesting. And that was at the Eldorado. And I knew better. Just a dumbass. That's bad on me. Anyway, but now let's talk about some really fun stuff, really good things. 10-hour train ride was actually pretty cool, pretty chill. I had a roomette to myself on Amtrak. Hey, thanks Amtrak. That was a lot of fun. Had a good time. Um, total total chill. You guys are pretty freaking awesome, I gotta say. I don't know how you guys do that that long, that period of time, that shaking, that whole thing, but you guys are pretty awesome and stay so positive, so nice, so sweet. I think the airlines need to take some notes and get some lessons from you. But anyway, so going through the Sierras, seeing all the snow and all that kind of good stuff, that was pretty cool, by the way. You guys need to check that out. Do that if you get that opportunity. So here we go. So there's this new casino in Reno. And everybody knows that I love the Silver Legacy. It's a cool little place. I have a good time. I try and stay there a lot. And it's called the J Hotel and Casino. And so I went and checked it out. I'm like, hey, let's go see what it is. Why not? So it's the Old Sands Hotel in Reno. And they definitely are refurbishing it. It's still in process, still trying to put some work. They're trying to modernize everything. But I gotta tell you, it was pretty sweet. I really enjoyed walking in there. The ambiance was cool. You can tell that they're still trying to work some kinks out. Walked in, got my player's card, walked over, wanted to check out the table games first, played some blackjack, really sweet dealer. Her name was, God, what was her name? Oh my God. completely brain cramped. Cannot remember her name to save my life right now. She was real sweet. And I kept screwing up because I was thinking I was playing a different blackjack game that had like six decks and all that kind of stuff. So I was making bets and doubling down. And she's like, "You can't do that on this one, honey. You got to wait till that one opens." So she was cute. She's giving me a hard time, but I was winning, doing well. And then she's all, "Well, I'm going home." So I gave her a nice little tip and then brought another guy in. And surprisingly, they changed dealers and I still kept my roll going. So I was pretty pumped. And then I just was like, you know what? It's time to go. So I went all in. They had a shuffle, and I was like, just got a weird feeling. So I bet like a grand. And told my buddy that I was with, I go, "I'm going to get a blackjack." And the dealer goes, "You think so?" And I go, "Yeah, I do." So I put $5 up for the dealer, which is always bad luck for me, but I had that good feeling. And then I bet, like I said, about a grand. Ended up winning with a blackjack, folks. A blackjack. Yep. Called it. And the dealer and the pit boss sat there and were like, "Holy shit." They literally said that and they were cracking up. They're like, "Yeah, we hadn't had anybody do that before." And just had that feeling. So I got up, walked out, and then I ended up going and playing some slots, getting some free play, went a little bit on slots. So I was pretty happy with that place. Check the J Casino out and hotel. Cool little place, nice ambiance. Staff is great. Staff's real nice. Definitely check it out. I would definitely want to see the restaurants next time we go there because we walked by with their steakhouse and it looked and smelled ridiculously phenomenal. So looking forward to that. What else? Oh, did something that I have never done before. Went to just a slot machine casino. Didn't know that they actually even had those. So excuse my ignorance here, and I know this is one of those things that I had absolutely no clue on, and it was so sweet in there. A little bit different. Staff was cool. Staff was funny, actually. Different crowd, a little bit quieter of a crowd, just wanted to hit that button and go crazy. Not as social, but it was like, you're there just to play slots, period. Boom, that's it. And they had a restaurant in there. And I'll tell you what, and I know I'm saying a lot of ands. If you ever get an opportunity, it's called Hobards, if I remember correctly. God, I'm sorry about that. I think I screwed that up. Hodards, something like that. Out in Sparks. Check it out. It's a cool little place. They probably had 1,000 slot machines, maybe more, because there may have been spots that I didn't see, but did pretty good. Had a really good time. A lot of people give Reno a hard time, but I like Reno at times, especially when I'm winning, not when I'm losing. But anyway, that was my Reno trip. Had a really good time. Had a lot of fun. I highly recommend you get a chance to check out these two places and go and just kind of chill. Check out the ambiance. Check out the scenery. And definitely check out that steakhouse at the J Casino because it smelled really good. It's definitely something I want to do. I also want to bring up that while I was on my trip, I also was able to finish the book. Now, I know I had talked last week about my book in regards to Roulette. I got it out. It is up. It is on Amazon, and you can get it also on Kindle Unlimited. Okay, folks. So, Kindle Unlimited, it's free. All you gotta do is download it, read it, check it out. It's only like 80 pages, no big deal. But there are numerous different betting strategies, different names for bets, learning what the actual payouts are. There are different ways to make it so that you do win. What a lot of people don't understand is the strategy behind the game. that sometimes you have to lose to win, and people don't get that. People just think roulette, you just put here to put there so you can put here so you win. It's not about that. And I didn't realize that till I started researching roulette. So definitely check it out. I think my next book may be, it's either going to be Baccarat or Ultimate Texas Hold'em or Pai Gow. I'm not sure yet. But hey, I hope these help you out. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you have a good time with them. Have a little bit of fun. And please, please, please download it if you definitely have Kindle. And it's only $9.99 if you decide to buy it on Amazon. All right, everybody? All right, cool. Thank you guys in advance. I greatly appreciate that. And I had some fun facts here, but with my sausage fingers, I nixed them out, hit the X instead of hitting the down button. So give me just a second. I'm going to pull those up. When you have sausage fingers, sometimes it just does not want to work out. But since I talked so much about Pai Gow earlier, I always like to bring up some fun facts about Pai Gow. But I kind of want to bring up just some facts, period, about Pai Gow. And I had this up earlier, and good old sausage fingers here nixed it out. So here we go, folks. Pai Gow is the earliest documented form of dominoes, dating back to China before or during the Song Dynasty, 1960 to 1279 AD. Yeah, kind of cool, huh? The name Pai Gow roughly translates to make nine. All right. I'm not sure why that, how come that translates out, but I guess we're going to get into this. The concept of scoring by the ones digit, as in Baccarat, likely stems from Pai Gow. I didn't realize that there was a correlation there. Okay, that's cool. Here we go. Pai Gow is considered one of the most difficult casino games to learn. Yes, I will agree with that. Before playing, one should learn the ranking of 16 pairs of tiles. Okay, the tiles game, I have no clue because that is so confusing, but here we go. The tiles are ranked and ordered as follows: G June 1, Team 2, Day 3, June 4, Gore 5, Moi 6, Chong 7, Bon 8, Fu 9, Ping 10, Tit. You gotta love Tit. That's 11. You gotta love Tits because they're 11, by the way. Look 12, Chop Gow 13, Chop Bat 14, Chop Chit 15, Chop Ning 16. Personally, I like Tits. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, let's see. A 7 card hand worse than one pair is called a Pai Gow. A 7 card straight flush, including a wild one, has a 1 in 676,066 odds. Wow. A 1 in 136,652 odds of getting 5 aces. The best card is usually the highest ranking card of the same suit as the cardlet. Well, yeah, duh. Anyone who fails to follow suit to the card led cannot win the trick. Yeah, that makes absolute sense. Fortune Pai Gow poker is played on a standard Pai Gow poker table, which seats a maximum of 7 players, including the player-dealer position. Okay, well that one, I've never played Fortune Pai Gow poker, so I'm not sure about that one. So we kind of talked in regards to those fun facts. We went from tiles, which are dominoes, to cards. So just so you guys know that. Kind of cool, kind of different, kind of fun. If you guys have any questions in regards to Pai Gow, please let me know. I also was going to talk about some fun facts with the wonderful roulette. As we all know, roulette is French. Roulette roulette's name means little wheel. Okay, obviously you guys all remember that there is a French and an American, and then there is a what in the world is that? The European, also known as the French roulette, only has a zero. The American has a zero and a double zero, and the what in the heck has a zero, double zero, and triple zero. Now, the casino insiders have a rating of, I don't know. I'd love to know because I'd love for you guys to give us a rating. So, on Apple Music, on Spotify, on Google, please go out there, give us a rating. Let us know what you guys think about us. Give us a review. We would definitely love to know what you guys think. And when I say we, I mean I, if you guys understand what I'm saying. But anyway, definitely check out Deuces the Shop. Don't forget the roulette book that Deacon Kane has put out. Mastering Roulette, folks. You can get it on Kindle and on Amazon. And for me, Deacon Kane, deuces.